Did any of the managers like sexually harass you verbally?
I got invited out to dinner on several occasions by a manager, and I would graciously agree to do it, and then the dinner never really happened. And at one point, I did actually report that.
Hmm. But like, do you think like when they invited you to dinner, was it more of a sexual thing versus like a work related?
Well, they played it as a work thing, but it was one of the parameters around it was, we need to do a one-on-one, but instead of doing a ride along with you, why don't we just meet for dinner the night before? And it was a nice restaurant. And
Hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, sure, boss. Whatever you need, I'll do that. So I don't know that there was or was not, but there was a lot of other sexual, non-direct conversations that had been going on in the months previous. So, I mean, it could not. I had a situation years ago when I was much, much, much younger, where somebody was overtly like that. And then when I said something to them about it, they were like, "Oh, no, 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 no! I was just kidding. I was kidding." I was like, "Well, they're making me uncomfortable." So it's a hard line to cross.
But you were able to
Uh,
report the manager,
but
right, to HR? You actually did that, right?
yeah,
But then, were there any
yeah, I actually
retaliation?
called HR.
I mean, did you file a report? Like, you
I don't. I didn't file an official report. I left a voicemail with HR, but I didn't get a promotion.
like, did they
So
like call?
you
Did they
know,
call you back and
4 or 5 months later,
did they call you back and spoke to you
no,
about it, or you just left a voice
no,
message and that's it?
no, that was it. Nothing back. Nothing.
So I
Nada.
don't think it's counts. Yeah, because I don't think it counts as actually reporting because it doesn't feel like they
Hmm.
called you back about it. It seems that you called HR. Who was the HR VP? Was it Chris? I don't think you. It's probably not Chris Gordon because you don't know him. Like, who's your HR
No, it's a
VP?
woman. I've got her information. I'll have to get that.
Was it Carrie Siegler?
So I'll have to get that.
Uh,
I really don't remember off the top of my head, honestly. I wish I did,
so you called
but I
her.
can get that information.
So you have them for. Oh, you have it. You probably
So
have
was I call?
emails. But so you called her.
Yeah, I have it. I've just got to pull it up.
You called her. You left a voice message, and you never heard back.
Right.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess behind the scenes they told your manager. Um, I mean, uh, just from personal experience, I would believe that they probably told your manager about it, and
Probably. Yeah.
probably it's possible that you got denied whatever job you were looking for later because of that. It's possible. I mean, I don't know if they have
Yeah.
other criteria, but it is possible. Um, because obviously they
It's
don't want
possible. I'm
someone.
not going to say that I was the best candidate or not, because I don't know, but it's possible. It raises enough questions,
Because the thing is,
and
would
to not
they?
give somebody any feedback
I mean, would they want someone that
as to
reported a
what if
manager as a manager? Because you were applying for a manager, right? Is that correct?
right. Yeah.
So then that
Yeah.
means
Everything. Yeah.
So that means there's a potential that if someone acted inappropriate against you, maybe the leader, whatever, because I don't think the leader will want any complaints against them. So I mean, there might be, but the thing is, they would not give you any reasons. I'm not sure if they give reasons for denying a job application. I don't know if they do.
They're supposed to,
They are?
but they're supposed to if you've had an interview. Yeah, they're supposed to. And every time I would try to get something scheduled, I would get told that there's a conflict, and so I just, like I said, I just gave up. I was
So they
like, yeah,
said there was
screw
a
it.
conflict, or you said there was a conflict?
Um, but what?
Who said there was a conflict in time? Was
Say
it
that
them?
again.
You said like every time you try to schedule an interview.
Oh, the manager had, yeah, the manager had the hiring manager would have a conflict with whatever time I would try to put on their calendar. They're like, oh no, I'm busy. Oh no, I'm busy. Oh
So you
no, I'm
never got
busy.
an
Oh no, I'm
interview for
busy.
the
And you know
job?
what? And after like the third or fourth time, I was like, screw that.
But like, did you ever get the interview for the job with the?
Yeah, I was getting interviews.
So
Yeah,
you got the
yeah. The only
interview.
time I care is when I actually had an interview. Yeah,
But then you were trying to get the interview with for the reason, right? Is that what you were trying to do? Get the reason that they didn't hire you,
Right. That's what I was trying to get the reason.
and
Right.
then and you're probably available anytime, right? Because you work from home and also you
Right.
choose your hours,
I can
right?
make time.
Yeah,
Right.
you can make any time.
Yep.
I mean, as a membership,
Yep.
other than the conference call that you have every week, during that time, but any other time.
I've done calls with people at 6:30 a.m. because that's the only time they had available. So I mean, if there's a question about my ability to be flexible, that's not it.
And then they said no.
So
They're busy
I mean,
every time. That doesn't make sense.
they just said no. Someone else was more qualified, right?
But
But you could still give me something. I mean,
they were
what's something I can work on for later?
they were okay with scheduling an interview supposedly to talk to you about it, but they never had the time.
Hmm.
But so they said to your face that yes, let's talk about it. Schedule a time on my calendar, and then when you do that, they're not available. Is that what happened?
Right.
Then yeah, that's kind of
I
like
would say that's pretty accurate.
I mean that's kind of because yeah, I mean that's kind of because they're just saying to your face that they comply, but they're not doing the thing that complies by actually talking to you.
Right. Their actions aren't matching their words. Yeah. And that's not the kind of company that I want to work for. Period. Period. I don't want to work for that kind of company.